In this video, I'm going to show you a better solution for when your test needs a longer wait time between the commands your code is sending to Sauce Labs. Let's say you're creating a new user for a test, and before you can do what you need to with that user, your application needs to do something on the back end to process it. Incidentally, I'm a big fan of this approach of creating test data on the fly, even if it requires additional processing time. When every test is responsible for all of its own data, it greatly improves the overall reliability of your test suite. At any rate, you need to do some processing before you start sending commands to Sauce Labs again. In this example, it shows we have a handy API endpoint that we can query to find out when the processing is complete. If this loop takes longer than 90 seconds, Sauce Labs is going to quit the session for you. You'll know this has happened when you send the next command to Sauce Labs and it returns a WebDriver error saying the session can't receive further commands. The obvious fix to the problem would be to increase the value of this parameter in the session capabilities to something high enough to avoid the error. While this will usually work, it is also not a very good solution. It's generally a good practice not to make a global adjustment for a localized issue. We know the specific place or places where we need the additional wait, so let's create a solution in just that location. My recommendation is to use what's essentially a keep alive ping to Sauce Labs. Sauce Labs provides a handy custom execute script command for adding context to the command list in our UI. Whatever string you put here will show up as a message on Sauce Labs. It looks like this. This has the advantage of letting you know exactly what you're waiting for in the test, as well as preventing Sauce Labs from timing out. Just make sure that the polling interval is set to less than 90 seconds. This use case is relatively uncommon though, and is rarely the reason why we see these errors on Sauce Labs. In the next video, I'll walk you through how to make sure that you are never waiting longer than you need to at the end of your test.